Hello there. Now I know what you're thinking. Holy smokes, it's the afternoon. There's a stream going on? Yes. Yes, there is. But, I wanted to do a double feature today.
There is a great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
So, here we are. Double feature on a Friday. Because, I mean, who does things with their Friday nights? Not me, that's for sure. I witlessly throw bodies at a problem until it goes away. So many willing bodies. Alright. I was going to, oh right, we just built the vintner. That's right, that's right. I was going to do this a little bit earlier, but instead I decided to recover some energy. So that I did. That doesn't seem like a terrible trinket. As opposed to this one. I'm not really interested in a tough ring. So let's see, we need to take out the sodden crew. Tuxedo Bird is going to be really helpful for that. So we will bring El Tuxedo Bird. Versus Unholy? Heck yes. Then let's see. Oh, thank you, phone, for informing me that I have gone live. Let's see. We need blights. Blights are good. Bad for too high level though. Right, and Otleo is recovering. That might be helpful. The pull, probably not so much. Although, maybe? Don't need this charm on him, that's for sure. That was just there for show. Commander Root. And Calaphalas. I can see those being useful. Either that or Commander Root and main control. Very similar movesets. Would I rather have... I don't think the target is Eldritch. Which makes me think main control is probably stronger. Although he is going to stress out pretty quick. Then we need one more in here. Conceivably, we could bring them both, but I'd rather have some variance. We could bring our Musketeer, which I kind of want to do just because I want to level up a Musketeer. You know? I've never had a Musketeer before. And it looks like we have an Unholy Slayer's Ring in reserves. Cannot wear two of the same pair of boots. That could be useful. Put some extra resist on this character. That seems fine. Holy smokes indeed. The smokes have been deemed holy. They'll be particularly holy after we kill this undead abomination. can make these a little bit cheaper. I guess I'll do it just a little bit, though. We'll improve Tuxedo Bird's armor further. There we go. Let's take this crew down. Stack of that. One of these. Two. I know the crew has bleeds, so we'll bring an extra bandage. Also, while I was offline, I developed a theory about shard dust that it might be best to use on somebody who is stressed out already, at somebody who's already afflicted. I'm not going to test this theory right now because I want to kill this boss, but that is my current theory.
Prying eyes had become a nuisance along the old road, and so I undertook to receive my most curious deliveries by way of marine shipments. A sheltered jetty was accessible by a narrow stone stair off the back of the manor, and a discreet system of pulleys could hoist even the heaviest prizes up the rock face from a securely tied dinghy below. The poor devils, chained and drowning for eternity.
Well, this is going to be a bit of a walk. And we got a 50-50 shot at the end as to which room it is.
Another mariner, another misfortune. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Gonna use a lot of torches on the way there.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Nice takedown there.
As the fiend
Get those
falls,
sycophants out of here before they can be a real
faint
problem.
hope blossoms.
This is probably going to be a bit of a shorter stream. Probably only like an hour and a half or so. Dang. Huh, resist the curse. Alright. Die.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Riposte is a nice status effect, let me tell you. Resisted the debuff. That's unfortunate.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
No Houndmaster, so I guess we'll just pry this sucker open.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
No fights for a while though, so that's good.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
There's a lot of dead fish around here today, it seems. But maybe that's just because of our destination. Out of herbs, so nothing else doing there. Another obstacle ahead, that's fine. Got a trap here. Who's our best trap buster? Apparently it's Tuxedo Bird. Another shovel use here. Oh, we still have 4 shovels. Must have found some more. I blinked. Missed that part. Then we finally have a fight right here. I appreciate this general lack of combat. But we are going to have one here. Let's go. We're also going to have something else here, since we brought a shield breaker. And that's another nightmare fight. Oh, dang. There we go.
Powerful blow.
Ooh. Get that guardian way back there. Nah, they got to move back forward.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
And a barnable barrier. That's fine. Let's get a curse in here. Reduce that protection. Actually, let's just ignore that protection. Wow.
The onslaught. Destroy them all.
That went very nicely. Bang. Sidearm. Come on.
Decimated.
Easy. We'll use our 1 key here. And continue on. Good time for a food check. Get a little bit of healing on all these people. Ooh, a boss relief. Pro tip, you can use a shovel on a boss relief. I'm not going to though, for reasons. Faded. Huh, cool. The boss relief check is basically a 50-50 on good stuff, bad stuff. Another fight. Not too intimidating. Oh man, Call of the Deep on the freaking snail. Bye.
Be gone, fiend.
Yeah, if you can pierce Prot, the escargot does not last very long. I like the speed buff, so pick up the pace here a little bit. That was a nice throw. I guess we'll do a little bit of healing. And pow! Rip snail indeed.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
No, gotta remind myself. Sometimes I forget. Then everybody dies.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Yeah, 75 prot is a lot of prot, unless you just ignore it completely. If you can't ignore it, they take a couple hits.
Fortune, waiting to be spent.
Still focusing on getting that money up. Still managed to get that surprise. I like it.
A devastating blow.
That was a pretty big crit. And it increases his healing ability for a round. Alright. Ooh. Unfortunate. Wow. Ooh, maximum damage. Didn't actually expect to get the kill there. And a nice dodge by Tuxedo Bird. Tuxedo Bird is putting in work. Putting in work.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
It's kind of a nice ring. It's got a nice ring to it. Not sure who I want to put it on, though. I suppose I can put it on the Musketeer and then put the Unholy Slayer's ring. Oh, but I want to keep that dodge. I think we're just going to forgo it. And this key, probably not worth taking. Now that we've been running into secret rooms, though, I'm really, I'm more hesitant to get rid of the skeleton keys. I think it could be worth so much. Now that I've said that out loud, it probably will be. We are gonna run out of food. Seems fine. Bye, Citrine. Alright, clear out this room, take a power nap, fight some nightmares. You know, standard stuff. Not a great opener, though. Let's use Retribution. Set up our man-at-arms here. Pow!
Annihilated.
Right in the face. Don't stress out, Tuxedo Bird. I need that stress low for camping. That's fine. Nobody's got any prot. So... there we go. Dang. I'm actually not worried about who I hit here, so we'll just use the sidearm. Wow,
Eradicated.
that was not necessary, but it was appreciated.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
We'll eat the last of our food. We know we're getting night ambushed. So let's not make the same mistake twice. Tactics? Tactics seem good. Let's see. I want to do this and this. And then we'll do tactics and pep talk on the person who's going to go crazy. And we'll just sleep straight into the snakes.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
There's more snakes than last time.
There will be no rest by the fire tonight.
That's quite true. There will be no rest. Where can I put most of my damage? I think I want to take out this back snake here first. Gotta hit him though for that to work.
A singular strike.
Good series of dodges. Let's get a buff up for this fight. And ow. My cultist damage is not great against these enemies. So much blood. Let's get rid of that. Buckshot. One down. These guys are easy enough to bust through. Down. 2 down, 2 to go. I think I'm going to be able to get it before my shield breaker loses it. Especially with a crit like that. Slither. I don't think I've ever seen that attack before. I guess they don't like being in the backfield. Interesting. Take him out.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Such exquisiteness must be admired, they say, and so I am made to dance for their desperate, dust-pitted faces, for their watery, bloodshot eyes, their cracked, grinning lips. I'm not a person to this debauched audience. I am an exotic wonder. I am a beautiful thing. A little bit more history about the shield breaker there. No scout, though. So we're just gonna have to 50-50 it. Ow.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Musketeer's gonna need some patching. Holy flippin' cows. That's what I was going to say. Also don't have any food left, so if this isn't the right way, we might be in a spot of trouble.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
don't think I want to throw away anything else, so guess that portrait's gotta go.
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
After all the damage I've taken coming down this hallway, I hope it's the right one. It's not. That is bad. Yep. Commander Root takes the curse. Of course, the two things I'm trying to hit dodge. Bombing run. Ow. Get out of here. Annoying bugs. Healing is required.
Surgical precision.
Surgical precision. All 4 of those hit points. Gonna have to, more curse. Gonna have to apply bandage there, though.
Obliterated.
It's a pretty rough bleed.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Plug and bus. We do need bus. Guess that bandage has to go. Oh, now I get the scout. Oh, there's a fight just before the bus. Oh, and another fight. Oh boy. Great. Oh, we surprised him at least.
A decisive pummeling.
Cool. Dang, we're not gonna have any of our resting buffs for the boss fight. Alright, let's try to keep our command and arms up at least. Bloodied Fetish, helping resist those effects. Yeah, we'll just take that one out. Ow. More heal. There we go. That's a good heal. Not a great miss. But you can see that Gather the Blood doesn't really deal a whole lot of damage. You know, I've said it before, I say it again. The Supplicants, not a huge threat. Not compared to all their friends that they tend to hang around with.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Alright, we don't need shovels anymore. We have a lot of money, though. So, at the very least, even if we have to retreat, we'll still come away a little bit richer. I don't think we will, though. We had some good healing during that last fight. I'm just worried about Tuxedo Bird going crazy. That's a fine result. That's a fine result as well.
quakes.
Poke. Ceremonial cut is their out of position attack.
Precision and power. A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
That did literally nothing. Ha!
This expedition at least promises success.
Okay, here we go.
The light, the promise of safety.
Light one up for luck. And, well, we have our stress debuffs. So that's nice.
Even in death, the captain shouts his orders, and the crew obeys.
Prot 50. I wonder if I can actually just kill this thing before it gets a turn. Maybe. Yes, I can. Cool. We don't have any marking ability, so I think we'll just start with a speed up here. But it's good to know that I can kill these guys before they get their attack off. That'll really change the dynamic of this fight. Normally, the Sodden crew summons whatever the heck the name of that thing is. And it hits you with its anchor and applies a really, really annoying debuff. That tends to be the focus of this encounter, but if there's no debuff being applied, then it should be a lot easier to take these guys out. Because you can see he's got 50% prot. That's a lot of prot.
Masterfully executed.
But if he can't ever get his attack off, I'm significantly less concerned about it. I should have probably used that earlier. Good battle buff. Just keep pulling them forward. Oh, he might live this time. Then you'll get to see it in action. Because if he lives up, yep, he lived. And he heals up to full. But he immobilizes the target and starts healing the crew. Not a great time to miss. And yeah, after every action, the crew will get healed, as long as this anchor's attached. My musketeer does not have a good way of attacking that thing. I didn't even know that could happen. That amuses me greatly.
Impressive.
Actually, as I recall, if you pull the crew forward before the anchor hits, you can actually just negate the drowned puller entirely because he can't use his attack from the back row. My commander-at-arms can't hit a thing. Mutiny is not nearly as scary of an attack as the name would suggest, especially after dealing with the Siren. You would think it would do something absolutely horrific. But it's just not the case. Get out of here. Stack some more blights up on this guy. Trying to stress out Tuxedo Bird. Lay off. But we've got this thing. Easy peasy. Okay, that's mildly problematic.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Oh, I did it. Let's see if this actually holds true, though.
They are cursed to float forever, deep in the swirling blackness, far beyond the light's reach.
Actually, seems like we won't get a chance to test that theory. Oh well. I can't say I'm too upset. One apprentice level boss to go. And it's the Prophet.
The plume and the pistol. A fitting end to my folly, and a curse upon us all.
Well, our musketeer is finally level 2, which means they've earned a name. If you didn't see that one coming, we have obviously not hung out enough. That's a fine palette. Ooh, an arbalist. An apprentice arbalist. Well, we're definitely taking this arbalist. But what skills shall we use? Sniper shot? Suppressing fire? That seems fine. Hamage.
Shoot, bandage, and pillage. The dancing steps of war.
Shoot, hamage, and pillage. Tuxedo Bird is going to need some stress relief. Cannot visit the brothel. Oh, Unquiet Mind. I didn't even notice. Alright, seems good. Oh. The boss is being protected by the thing from the stars. How gutsy am I feeling? That is what that is really asking me right there. think the answer is I'm feeling kind of gutsy. How can we optimize this? This party is actually being more or less built to try to fight the thing from the stars. Because that's honestly going to be the bigger threat than the Prophet. Yes, yes, the biscuit. Our Hound Masters are both up here, though. We use the heck out of them. Now they're too powerful for their own good.
Fan the flames, mold the metal. We are raising an army.
And, oh yeah. Oh. Can level up these abilities twice. We will do so. Okay. We are as prepared as I think we're gonna get. We're gonna need some blood. Some of that. Some of that. And some of this. And actually, I know that the Prophet can drop blights, so we'll bring some blight removal.
Excavations beneath the manor were well underway when a particularly ragged indigent arrived in the hamlet. This filthy, toothless miscreant boasted an uncanny knowledge of my ambitions and prognosticated publicly that, left unchecked, I would soon unleash doom upon the world. The echoes of his mindless tittering reverberate maddeningly.
Okay, boss is over here. But we're really here to see if we run into the thing from the stars.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike. Watch your step.
That is not the thing from the stars, but it is a surprise. Any of these things have prot? Yeah, that guy does. He's marked for death. Serpent's Way? Yeah, sure.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
That's the first time I've used Serpent's Way, apparently. Gives you Aegis. useful. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, you did it. Alright, you gotta back up. I also just realized I don't have great healing, so I think that's going to be Firewing's job.
Be gone, fiend.
Yeah, I dealt 33 damage to something with 10 hit points. What about it?
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Man, these guys pretty hard. Let's pull that one in.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And whack.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Straightforward enough.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
And, Holy Fountain. %. Wow, that's pretty good chance. Guess we'll try the shield breaker. Cove Tactician. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's not really useful here, you know. Although shield breakers do like being in the cove. Battle, another battle. We got 3 battles dead ahead. Bone rabble. Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Another one falls.
This bounty hunter's damage is, it's a lot.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Back to the pit.
In fact, this whole team seems to be pretty dangerous.
This expedition at least promises success.
I don't know if it promises success, but it does promise to deal a lot of damage.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Also, if we make it to the boss and we don't encounter the thing from the stars, I'm honestly probably going to go looking for it if the party is in any shape to do so. Because it is a beast. At least it was the first, last, and only time that I encountered it so far. Do we want to mark something? Yeah, let's mark this guy. And then down.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I don't want those mosquitoes lasting any longer than they absolutely have to. Bang.
Obliterated.
We got a little bit of mark synergy going on in this party. Aenir can throw down marks, and Clordock can take them out.
Eradicated.
Oh.
Slowly. Gently. This is how a life is taken.
50 Gs won't be missed. Yeah, well.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Well, there's the boss. And it doesn't look like we're going to run into the thing from beyond the stars before we encounter the boss. In fact, I'm actually curious if it's even possible to encounter the thing from beyond the stars when you're going to go fight a boss.
Executed with impunity.
I don't know why I just dealt maximum damage there.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
But hey, whatever. Try to get some healing off here.
Decimated.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
No more holy water. Sometimes you can get diseased by the ashes, so I made Firewing's check because she can remove disease from herself.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Now, as I recall, we won't get a snake ambush tonight because we've already cleared that difficulty of snake-related ambushness, or whatever. Armor piercing. Adder's Embrace. Then Pep Talk, and probably another Pep Talk. Anybody who's probably going to take a lot of stress here? Ah, he's nervous. We'll bring him down. Relax, Aenir. Alright. And then we're just going to hope not to get a nighttime ambush.
The match is
Oh,
struck.
really?
A blazing star is born.
Well, I was not expecting
Viper seeks
this.
to claim its quarry at last.
Well, I've been talking about how much damage this team can deal. Let's see just how accurate that is. Let's start with some Aegis. I'll be honest, a little bit concerned about the two-headed snake in the back there. Alright, that thing's dead.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Blocked. You can still take status effects through the block, though. But we're going to try to take down this Death Adder.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
Oh, that was a good crit. And then we'll give him the axe. Boom! 40 damage.
Champion
That was almost its whole health bar.
Success so clearly in view.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Such loveliness belongs in the palace, they say. And so my hands are tied, and I am put in a caravan next to golden idols and jeweled icons. Together we are priceless cargo of dazzling rarities, bound for the vizier's treasury. I know this tyrant's reputation, and I am afraid. to the boss.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
I actually don't want to mess with that. Not when we're about to fight a boss.
The madman hides there, behind the pews, spouting his mindless drivel.
That looks like a graphical error. I don't think that's how that's supposed to look. I mean, maybe it is. It doesn't seem quite right. We're gonna try to break through this first pew here. Fulminate. And Rubble of Ruin. Oh, alright then. Good dodge. So, the prophet likes to hide in the back, and he will prophesize people's doom, and then at the end of each turn, the prophecy comes true. However, all things told, he is pretty squishy and very slow. But when the prophecy comes true, as you can probably see there, it hurts. It hurts a lot. I'm actually really curious if that's a visual bug or not. Or if they just changed the indicator. Used to be a little bit more subtle. Can I pull this guy? No, he's got 300% move resist. I think we're gonna start picking on this prophet a little bit more. Death's door.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
Death's door is pretty common for this fight. Which is why I'm not really sweating it. In fact, it's kind of a DPS race. Prognosticating on the flagellant, eh? Let's see if we can't kill this guy before he gets any more ridiculous.
Did he foresee his own demise? I care not, so long as he remains dead.
So destroying the pew gets you pew pieces. Pew pieces are worth money. Warrior's Bracer? Sure. Consecrated Pew? Consecrated Pew Pew? Sure. And I don't think we're going to try to go for the thing beyond the stars, because that hurt like... well, it hurt a lot. Hurt like stepping on a Lego. We did get a legendary bracer out of it, though. Those are fine.
I remember days when the sun shone and laughter could be heard from the tavern.
Well, that went well. I mean, it almost didn't for Clordock, but whatever, you know, he's fine. Alright, so those are all the basic bosses down. But what do we do next? Honestly, I think the answer is we level up all these guys that are still down here at level 1. That's a nice collar. So yeah, let's go into the ruins, do some more fighting, and to grab some more XP. Seems good. And we're just going to dive straight in at this. With no real regard for personal safety. Just set it up and go.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. That's nice. Another gatekeeper. Another misfortune. That's not quite right. Not a fan of enemies starting off with the dodge. I'd rather just split them open like that.
Decimated.
Curse? Nope, no curse. Ow!
Reeling, about to break. Destroyed.
All right. Can I take this thing out? Yes, I can.
Eradicated.
My Arbalest is my only actual source of healing, so I better get good use out of it.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I'm not sure if bounty hunters actually got buffed. Like, I know they had some skill changes, and I'd say that they're a little better, but I'm not sure if just they got straight up damage increases. I just don't know.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze.
pull the madman in here. Take him
Their
out.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I think the Arbalest is just going to be on healing duty for most of this dungeon. Because our bounty hunter is just eating it. Yeah, minimum. Let's go with a pull here. Pull and thrust.
Back to the pit.
Man. Can't heal this bounty hunter fast enough. Should have thought of that sooner, actually.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Wow. Nice heal. We'll just block that one. Out of here.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
That was a truly a knee slapper. Well, we cleared out one of the rooms, which we needed to do for the quest. Whoa! Nice map. Now we know we have to go over here. Another madman. We surprised him this time, though. Mark? Yeah, we'll mark him. And pow!
Obliterated.
Bounty hunter still getting picked on. Still getting picked on. Man, they're just hitting everybody in the Achilles heel.
Annihilated.
I just hit him in the Achilles face. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
Inspiration and improvement.
And not enough on the DOT though.
Precision
Wow.
and power.
There's a big counter. So I'm losing a lot of health here.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Not sure if I'm gonna have the health totals to make it through this one actually.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Found a bandage though, so I got a little lucky there.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
I was hoping this would not be a fight. Uh-oh. Alright. I don't think we're gonna make it through this.
The bulwarks of the mind have fallen.
We're losing health too fast. Way too fast. Retreat failed. How about now? That was very disappointing. And a lesson in why you always need a healer.
Do not ruminate on this fleeting failure. The campaign is long, and victory will come. Let the organ notes ring out from the Abbey. The sisters are gathering.
Well, we got 2 bad healers. Great. Honestly, I think I'm just going to take one just for the sake of having a healer on the next
A
mission.
sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
I think it's time to sell some of these extra trinkets. Let's see, sort by rarity. We'll just get rid of all this common stuff. I brought in a couple bucks. So many negative quirks.
With enough ale, maybe they can be inured against the horrors below. A man in a robe, claiming communion with the divine. Madness.
Well, that was not great. Bit of a downer. Eldritch Killing Incense. They couldn't think of a better name. It kills the Eldritch and it's incense. What more do you want? That seems fine. And yeah. This time we actually have healing, so should be considerably easier. I actually had to check really quick as to where the thing from the stars is. I didn't want to eat my words that harshly. Holy water, anti-venom. Oh yeah, Weald has trees. I'm kind of surprised how much I'm struggling with money. It's usually the like the deeds and crests and other heirlooms that hold you back, but right now I just really need cash.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
I'm not going to bother to backtrack. We're just going to go in one direction here. Not great.
Masterfully executed. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Another one falls. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I gotta wonder if they made the AI more aggressive, because all of my like high stress characters tend to be on the receiving end of the opening stress salvo. It's very annoying.
The light, the promise of safety.
Well, scouted the room behind us.
Yourself a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
And I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. So onward, ever upward.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
1, 2, and... That's not what I thought I was about to click on.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
That is the third misclick I've done during this, and I am usually pretty reliable about that sort of thing.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
No real trap busters here. Got lucky.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
This is going much more smoothly than the previous one.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Eat some food, light a torch, go to the next room, fight in a hallway. All very standard wield stuff. Except for this. This is not standard wield stuff. It's bad wield stuff. Had a lot of disease resist recently for the Crimson Curse, which is nice. Yeah.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
It's kind of funny, I brought this Vestal and I was talking about how I really needed a, a healer, and the Vestal is not capable of healing from the second position.
Continue
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
But hey, that's okay. Everything's working out rather nicely. I was considering not getting rid of the blight, but it's a pretty good blight.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Honestly, this vessel's just beating everything to death with the mace.
This expedition at least promises success.
And I'm not going to tell her not to do that. Two rooms after this. I was really hoping to get a... Not sad about that, because that vessel's not making it past this mission anyways. But yeah, she's just beating everything to death with her mace. It seems she's got a fair amount more accuracy than anybody else does, so... Just keep doing what you're doing, Vessel. Except for dying. Stop dying. Stop. Stop. I think I need a bandage. I don't mind if she goes crazy, but I do mind if she dies. Ah, stunned. Let's get that healing received buff up. Then we'll hit her with a big old weird reconstruction. There you go. Hit her with a bleed, but that's fine. One down. Forgot just how resistant I made Calaphalus. 70% blight, 70% disease, 80% bleed. Very, very resistant. Hit him with the scroll! It's the get good scroll. I don't even really know what that means. I just know that it's the get good scroll.
Soothed. Sedated.
And hey, we managed to keep everybody's health up, relatively speaking.
A momentary abatement.
And
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
also, we seem to have only one torch left.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Oh, but we can bolster the torch with bottler? I'm really not sure how to pronounce this. I kind of want to put a French inflection on it and be like Beautelet or something like that.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Then we will light the last torch just before going into this room. Hey, we did it. Oh, man.
Every cleared path and charted route reduces the isolation of our troubled estate.
I wanted to rebound really quick after that last failed mission. And we did it. We did it.
The town is alive with wild merriment and desperate jubilation.
Cool. Hi.
Those without the stomach for this place must move on.
All treatment facilities free. Well, take this opportunity to knock some stress off everybody. And did we have somebody else who was rather stressed out? Awkward. Okay, that's fine though. And the sanitarium is also free. So let's take a moment and knock some negative quirks off. Like Nervous. That's a terrible quirk. We'll lock in Unyielding though. Try to get Owlberry Bear in for the long haul. And then Badfur's got a lot of negative quirks. Actually, I want to get rid of stuff that's that are severe negative quirks because it's free. And now we'll lock in Luminous. An Antiquarian. I mean, they're garbage, but in terms of their abilities. And I'd rather have like the Festering Vapors or the Heals or whatever. But it is an Antiquarian, and I haven't had one for a while. I guess you'll do for now.
She searches where others will not go, and sees what others will not see. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Oh hey, that's a silver musket ball right there. Huh. Anyways, I haven't gone here before, but these are the Ancestors' Memoirs. It's where you can replay some of the information about what's going on, and you get to see all the bosses here. And then there's also the Crimson Court bosses, and there's some other stuff down there that we're not going to worry about right now. Don't you worry about it. It's no big deal. We'll come across it eventually. And we'll find out about it then, huh? Alright, well, I think that's going to be the end of this stream for now. It's a bit of a shorter one, but I'm okay with that. Made some okay progress. Got some levels, killed some bosses. Next time, though. Well, we're definitely going to need some more levels, that's for sure. Once we've got some levels under our belt, should probably consider the courtyard. The Baron's actually one of the hardest bosses in terms of the courtyard. I would actually make an argument that the Baron is in fact the hardest boss because of his mechanics. But we can go in there with some level 3s, try to pull some loot out. We've got a fair amount of cursed people who can go in there on our behalf. And some people who we wouldn't mind terribly if they got cursed. But yeah, next time, more levels. And possibly our first real foray into the courtyard. Sure to be exciting. For sure. And possibly, you know, put more people on Death's Door. It's fun. Don't try it at home. Alright, thanks for watching. And until next time, I will see ya, nerds.